As we inch closer to the running of the Belmont Stakes and before we check in with Roselli again, I want to review what I read in the daily Racing Form blog of Steven Crist regarding the relative merits of probable favorite Mind That Bird and the newly anointed wise guy choice Charitable Man. Here's a quote from Crist. "I'm beginning to think that anything better than even money on Mind That Bird in the Belmont might be stealing, and I think his price is indeed going to be better." End quote. So John, what do you think about Crist's top choice here?
The Gallant Gelding, he's going to need a perfect trip, and that's not to say that Calvin Borel can't give him a perfect trip. He certainly can, but I think they have very little margin for error, particularly without a strong pace to run into. I see him really more likely to get up for a chunk, a good chunk, than actually winning.
Here's what Crist has to say about Charitable Man. "My feeling is that the place to get cute in this Belmont is by opposing the second choice rather than the favorite. Charitable Man is obviously a horse of quality, but I wasn't as knocked out by his Peter Pan as others were." End quote. So Crist trying to get value here out of obviously an exotics play by throwing out Charitable Man. What do you think, John?
Charitable Man, I know, is the wise guy horse, so that right away, that sets me off. He is the lone speed. That's always a powerful angle, but I'm not convinced that he can run away with this. He's inexperienced. He's never faced this kind of horse. He's never faced this level of competition, and he's never raced beyond 9 furlongs. I can see him getting a lead, controlling the pace, and still getting swallowed up in that long, sandy stretch.
So we've got a meeting of the minds between Crist and Roselli on Charitable Man, and a wide divergence of opinion on Mind That Bird's value at the windows. We'll be back shortly with John's top pick for the Belmont Stakes.